Narcissists often believe they're sabotaged by other people, bad luck, or unfair circumstances, yet the truth is far more uncomfortable. Much of their suffering is self-created. Their patterns, behaviors, and choices quietly erode their own lives over time, even when they appear confident or powerful on the surface. One of the earliest ways this sabotage shows up is through rudeness and disrespect. Narcissists often begin relationships with intense charm, attention, and affection. This love bombing creates an illusion of warmth and perfection that draws people in. But the mask cannot stay in place forever. Once they feel secure or in control, their true behavior emerges. They become dismissive, condescending, and cruel. This shift shocks the people around them and slowly poisons relationships with friends, family, colleagues, and partners. Over time, this behavior isolates them from the very people who could have supported them. Most narcissistic relationships follow a familiar cycle. It starts with idealization, where the narcissist mirrors your interests and presents themselves as everything you have ever wanted. This moves into devaluation, where criticism, belittling, and emotional withdrawal replace affection. Finally comes discard, when they abruptly cut ties or emotionally abandon the person once they feel bored, challenged, or no longer benefited. These phases can repeat endlessly, especially if the narcissist senses they can still extract attention or control. Whether overt or covert, the outcome remains the same: fractured connections and growing resentment. Many people misunderstand narcissism because it does not always look loud or arrogant. Some narcissists appear shy, insecure, or wounded. Insecurity is not the opposite of narcissism. It is often the engine driving it. Beneath the surface bravado lies fragile self-esteem and a constant hunger for validation. When that validation is threatened, they lash out, manipulate, or retreat behind passive-aggressive behavior. Their inability to sustain a false image eventually exposes them. A deep lack of self-awareness compounds the damage. Narcissists interrupt, dominate conversations, and fail to listen. They rarely notice how abrasive they seem because their attention is fixed on control and image. Even neutral observers can feel uncomfortable around them, which quietly closes doors they never realized existed. Their self-centeredness further sabotages them. Conversations become one-sided. Relationships revolve around their needs, their stories, and their feelings. Over time, people stop investing emotionally because there is no reciprocity. Authentic connection becomes impossible because narcissists refuse to be truly seen. Vulnerability feels dangerous to them, so they build walls that leave them lonely, even within families. Most narcissistic relationships are transactional. Help is offered only when something is expected in return. Kindness becomes currency. This mindset strips relationships of warmth and generosity, leaving interactions hollow and conditional. Add to this their tendency toward outrageous public behavior, entitlement, and lack of boundaries, and their mask begins to slip in ways that cannot be ignored. In the end, narcissists become their own worst enemies. Their fixation on power blinds them to reality. Truth surfaces, patterns are recognized, and the chaos they create turns inward, leaving them to face the wreckage of choices they refuse to take responsibility for.